She lost her way, although she stays, she's never yours. She doesn't breathe, she doesn't leave when she's with you. She scratches red and cuts too deep, there's nothing left to do. The world inside she sees it's all in black, trapped inside a bar. The world inside she sees it's always gray, trapped inside a bar. The world inside where light never comes in, trapped inside a bar. Distant again, trying to get closer to you. You always go back to the place of black and blue.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Come on in. I am so excited to be back. Welcome to the Cassidy The Cardslinger show here on My Psychic Connection. I have been away for 7 weeks now. My last season wrapped up 7 weeks ago, and thank you so much to Journey, who has kept my seat warm for me here on Thursday nights, and I'm so excited to be back with everyone. If you are new, I noticed that, oh, hi, Marty's here. Our community has really grown over the last number of weeks. So if you have not met me before, I am Cassidy the Cardslinger. I am a reader of all sorts of cards, and I'm really looking forward to doing readings for everyone tonight. Lexi says, hi, Cassidy. I've been away too. So good to have you back. It's so good to be back, Lexi. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It is, I had a great time. I went on a great vacation. I saw 6 different countries. It was wonderful. Squirrel says, I'm so excited that Cassidy is back from vacation. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. There's so much love here. Emma Rose says, we missed you, Cassidy. I missed you too. I missed everybody so much. It was great. Oh, Audrey's here. Guys, the whole crew. Everybody's back. It was amazing. It was such a wonderful time, but that is a long time to be away when, you've got responsibilities and life and all that good stuff. So what do we do around here? In case you are new, I am here tonight to offer both free readings and paid readings. So what I need from you, if you're interested in getting a reading, is a specific question. You can go ahead and type it into the chat. And if you're listening to me somewhere where there's no chat option, if it's audio only, you can head on over to YouTube, type in My Psychic Connection. You'll see our logo. It's a blue tree, and the little red live square will be up in the corner to get you to this video. Type in your specific question. If you're interested in a general reading, head on over to www.mypsychicconnection.com, and we can offer you, there's 3 minutes free when you sign up over there, and you can get your general reading. But for the show, I want to keep it to those specific questions. You don't want me diving into your business here on the air. We've got a number of listeners, so we'll keep everyone's privacy protected. Lexi says the jet lag must have been insane from the other side of the world. It was bananas, like 36 hours traveling home. I kept myself awake, and then it's taken like over a week. It's hard to get back on that clock, but I'm doing pretty well. Thank you so much for asking. Yes, what else? Tonight, my no-fly zone, haha, the puns, no legal readings, no medical readings, and that includes anything related to pregnancy predictions, also anything death predictions, when is someone going to pass, none of those on the table here tonight. And I am also not a psychic medium, so if you're interested in a mediumship reading, you can head on over to the website or check out one of the other shows that we've got throughout the week, and we've got some really excellent psychic mediums if you're looking at tapping into speaking with, I shall say, your loved ones over on the other side. So Jaleesa says, hey, it's Jaleesa. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hello, welcome. It's so nice to see you. I will also say, if you are interested in a longer reading tonight, so the free readings are limited to 2 minutes. If you want some more information, I can go a lot deeper for you, and we are offering both a mini reading, a mega reading, as well as a quick read tonight. The mini reading and mega reading are not timed, so if you've got a big, juicy question and you'd like me to really take my time with that, the mini reading is for 1 question, and the mega reading, you can ask up to 4 questions. So depending on how much information you're looking for, I'm happy to dive into your situations tonight. What else do I have to say? We've got some games going on. We have some games tonight. We will have the emoji contest going strong, so we will start that now. Whoever sends the most emojis throughout the show between now and when the contest is announced at the end of the show will win a very special reading with me from my Nature's Whispers Oracle deck. So I would love to see those emojis. Any emojis will do. I like hearts, you know, a little octopus, you know, fits with my logo. What was I going to say? Stars, flowers, anything. Let's see all of those positive emojis. They flood the side of my screen as I'm reading. So love to see that. As well, we will have the yes or no game, the lightning round, halfway through the show. So stick around for that and get your yes, no questions ready. And I'm really excited to be back, to be playing some games with everyone. And I will say too, we are on over 190 different platforms. So, you know, do be patient with me as I work my way through your questions. And if you don't want to be patient, the donations all jump the line. I have, this is either Tikkun, please forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, but hello, thank you for being here. Lovely to see you. And do come in, say hi if you are new, if you are a returning person. I love to see everyone who is here. And I will say as well, guys, do like this video. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel. We have got shows multiple times a week. We've got really great content, comes out every single day. So stick around on our channel, subscribe. You can hit the little bell. You can stay up to date with all of the cool stuff we have going on here at My Psychic Connection. All right, that's enough. Who is ready for readings? I'm so excited. Which deck wants to come out to play first? This one. I will go ahead and take my first question. Who have we got here? It's Audrey. Hi, Audrey. Audrey says, hey, Cassidy, she sent an octopus and a little red heart. But I was just curious if Wesley was planning on proposing in Vegas. We leave next Monday. Thanks. Ooh, okay. I'm going to be really snoopy here. Do you want to know the answer to this question? Let's take a look. I'll see if I can get a sense if Wes is going to propose during your trip to Vegas. That's a big question. I'm excited for you, though. Hooray for traveling. I am, you know, travel bug is alive and well. Okay. Fascinating. Will he propose? Because I do feel like he already has a ring in hand. Audrey says, yes, I don't care, yes or no. Or lol. I've got the judgment card that has come up upright, and you can literally see we've got a man here holding a big giant ring over side of him. I also have the Fool and the King of Cups. Everything has come up upright. So do I see him actually going through with it on this trip? I don't think so. I'm not seeing that he's going to necessarily pull the trigger on that, because it feels like there would be missing almost. She says, yeah, I thought he did, lol. With this King of Cups here, it feels like there's an additional sentimentality or something a little more deep that he would want to weave into the proposal than, you know, doing it in Vegas. It would almost feel maybe a little bit too, you know, we're here for something else. We're here to have fun with the family or whatever your trip. It feels like it's going to be quite busy. Do you have a lot of this planned out type of thing? So it feels that almost has enough excitement on its own to really satisfy what he would, I would say, define as a more appropriate proposal that he would be looking more for with this King of Cups here. It needs to be a bit more meaningful to the two of you when and where this place is going to, when it will, and where it would be. That's what I wanted to say, my dear. So thank you so much for your question. I hope that was helpful. And enjoy Vegas. I went there. My parents took me to Vegas on my 21st birthday, and it was so much fun. I remember going to bed. A fun little story. I went to bed on my 21st birthday, and my mom had printed out a "We're going to Vegas" poster and put streamers and things in the bed. And so I always say, you know, when you think you're going to bed and you find a trip to Vegas, like, that was very cool. Audrey says, thanks. You are very welcome, my dear. Enjoy your trip. Have lots of fun. There's some good shopping in Vegas. There's some really good food there. You know, Audrey says, oh, yeah, it was really fun. I had a great time there. And we could tell some more Vegas stories later, but I ended up winning $80 in the first slot machine I put my money into, and I went and bought a pair of shoes. So those are I still have them to this day. My Thanks Vegas shoes. They're bright yellow Nike runners. Anyways, Lexi says, I want to hear some top moments from your trip. Excellent, Lexi. I will definitely do that. I will sprinkle them throughout the show because, you know, I want to talk about you guys. I want to know what's going on for everyone. I want to jump into your lives and your what's on your hearts tonight. So I will add some stories because I went to some really cool places. But let's see who we've got next on our beautiful list tonight. I'll take my next question, please. All right. So this is for Jamila or Jamila. Please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I will call you Jay, my dear. Jay says, hi, new here. Hello. Just wondering, is this my time to leave GA, since the lease will be, oh, Georgia? not from the States. This is my time to leave since the lease will be up at the end of June. All right, my dear, let's take a look if this is the right time for you to leave as your lease is coming due at the end of June. Where are we at? April, May, June, 3 months from now. Is that the right time for you? I'm going to say to leave the state. I believe you are asking that. So let's take a look. Is it the right time for you to leave? Oh, interesting. Okay. Man, I feel like there's quite a bit wrapped up in this question in terms of why you're asking it. It doesn't seem just like a frivolous here or there type question, but you're asking something quite a bit deeper here. Is it the right time for you to leave? Well, the first card I have down here is the Seven of Swords reversed, followed by the Temperance card. So it really feels like there's something that almost simultaneously needs to be physically, you need to physically move away from it to heal from this particular experience. It also is either coming across as a person or a situation that you could really benefit from the distance away from them, as well as a pull to move somewhere else. With this Temperance card, it does feel like that area that you're in, the last card I have down here is the Ten of Swords. It doesn't feel like the area that you're in is really feeding all that you need it to right now. It's almost feeling a little bit, I almost want to say expired. Like you've kind of got what you can out of that area. So where you're asking, is that the right time to leave? I would say it's a window to leave, and certainly a good time to start looking elsewhere, but know that you don't have to escape, or you don't have to get out. I would say you don't have to rush it being when your lease is due, or your lease is coming due at the end of June. She's saying, yes, correct, expired. Yeah, it just feels like there's nothing, there's not any more life or all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much, my dear. I hope that was helpful for you. Good luck as your lease is coming due and with where you are heading next. I'm excited for you. So great, guys. I can see all of these beautiful emojis coming in. The emoji contest is in full swing. So if you're interested in perhaps winning a reading with me later tonight, let's see those beautiful emojis. All right. Who have we got next? I'll go ahead and take my next question, please. Awesome. We have Jasmine. Jasmine says, will I get the job I have applied for? What do you see in the near future? All right, let's take a look for you, Jasmine, my dear, with what's going on in your work situation. Will you get the job you have applied for, and how we see things progressing in your work? Ooh, we got jumpers here. All right, let's take a look. Get the job you applied for. And we see, okay. I certainly see a change in your work situation. It almost feels either like you're not working right now, or the situation that you have the channel open in your career is not fulfilling and or financially enough for you right now. So it seems that you're there's sort of a deep need and a timeline that's being compressed to try and get into a new position sooner than later. Will you get that job that you applied for? I don't think so, but I really think that's a blessing in disguise. I'm not really liking what I'm seeing from that particular endeavor. It looks, I will say, a bit disorganized. It feels like there's not what they said the job entailed and what it actually entailed does not seem to be the same thing. So while I don't necessarily see you getting that position, I think that's really a blessing in disguise. On the other end of the table here, though, I do see you finding work, because you said what will you get that job, and if there's anything I can see coming up for you. So here I've got the Seven of Swords. It has come up upright alongside the Ten of Coins, come up reverse. So this doesn't necessarily feel like, I would say, going back to a job that you've had in the past, but it feels like some opportunity that has crossed your radar in the past will bubble up again and be a bit more fruitful and a better fit for you to move forward to. So it doesn't look like what you're moving into next is entirely new. I got the bell. Thank you so much, my dear. I have to stop there, but if there's If you're interested in any more information, the donation link will be floating around there in the chat, and I'm happy to dive a bit deeper into that for you. But yes, those free readings are cutting me off at 2 minutes, my dear, so I'll get out as much as I can. And then, you know, if you're interested in going deeper, like I said, that donation link is available. All right, guys, we are cruising right along. Quick story from my trip that was really fun. Okay, well, the food was really wonderful. I did Southeast Asia, so I was in a number of different countries. I would say one of the things that was very cool, and I was just talking with Journey and Squirrel before the show about this, is I took a Muay Thai class while I was in Thailand. So I got to do a little bit of martial arts training. I did a one-on-one private lesson, which was super cool. It's a very excellent sport. You feel really powerful and really kick-ass. Does anyone here do martial arts or anything like that? It's a very cool way of needing to be super aware of the person coming at you, aware of your body, how you're going to move yourself, and just incredible exercise. So would love to know if anyone here does martial arts, but that was a very cool thing that I did. Squirrel says, I'm a Taekwondo student. Oh, right on. Okay, cool. That's very cool. I've admired Taekwondo from afar for a while. So we gotta talk about that later. Very cool. And Emma says, my brother got his junior black belt in karate. Oh, right on. Super cool. Okay, I love it. People literally kicking ass all around. All right, we'll go ahead and take our next question. Who have we got next? We have got Emma. Hello, darling Emma. Emma says, hi, gorgeous. I really need advice on what the best incognito escape method is to completely get away from my toxic family for good so I can move on with my life for good. Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear. Thank you so much. Okay, let's read that one more time. Advice on the best incognito escape method to get away from the toxic family. All right, my dear, let's take a look at what I can see for you there. I'm so sorry you're dealing with that situation. So let's see what I can find for advice to remove yourself, and as you said, escape from that situation. There we are. Okay. All right. So, okay. So I'm so sorry for what it is that what's going on for you. Really just to throw this out here, and it may go without saying, but certainly take care of yourself first and make sure that your safety and your, you know, and I'm not talking a physical health way by any means, but, you know, make sure that your safety, your mental state, your spiritual, you know, understanding, your spiritual experience. Like, I'm just really, you know, she says, appreciate your compassion. Yeah. I mean, number one, whatever you can do to just keep yourself protected. Escape method, though, it almost feels like there's maybe someone where you said it's a toxic family situation, whether there's one person or someone from your family, or it can even be a friend, but they feel like they're not too far removed from them that can help you with this. Because I've got the 8 of Wands that's come up in reverse, and it feels like it's a very small and a slow stepwise pattern and stepwise process to getting out of this situation, but it's not clear cut or going to be, you know, follow this procedure and this path is going to be, you know, the easiest way out. It feels like it's going to take a lot of adapting to, I'll say, individual cords need to be cut, and just throwing this out there for anyone as well. Sometimes problems, when they are very big in scope and there are a lot of people involved, and I hate this saying, but I heard it and it makes sense. Where they say, what's the right way to eat an elephant? They say one bite at a time. I don't like that because I like elephants. But where that saying, I think, really rings true is to sometimes try and break down a big problem into, if it can, small individual problems that can be, you know, I will deal with this person and this person, or these individual things, as opposed to seeing this mountain of a problem, but how you can compartmentalize it and cut it down to smaller chunks that are a little bit more bite-sized and more easy, more palatable, easier to take care of. Emma says, yes, it totally makes sense, and has sent a bunch of red hearts. I'm so glad to hear that, my dear, and thank you very much for your question. You said it makes sense. I do hope that was helpful, and thank you for that. For anyone out there going through a situation like that, hello.
Hi, I'm here to visit for just a moment. Miriam, you have said that you've donated. We need your question, and we need to know what name you donated under because I don't see that name on the back. So please let us know. That way we have your question, and then put your name separately so we can see that too. Thanks.
Definitely. Thank you, Journey. Yes. If you do donate, excellent point there, Journey. In case your account is under a different name, it's important for us to know where it's coming from so we can connect your question with your donation and I can provide the reading you are looking for. So, folks, it is game time. It is game time. Here we have game number 1 of the evening. This is Guess the Playing Card. So, before the show started, I drew a playing card and I let the folks in the back know what the playing card is. And when I say go, I'd love to see guesses for what playing card you think it was that I drew. What I need from you is both the number or the suit, as well as the number or the court card. So don't just say 4 or don't just say hearts, but you could say the 4 of hearts or the, guess whatever it is you'd like to guess. So I will quickly pause the emoji contest for just a moment and guess the playing card. We will start that now. So we'll get the timer going. I do say, this can be a great intuitive exercise. Are you getting a card that's red? Are you getting a card that's black? Are you seeing a higher number, a lower number? Are you seeing an ace? Are you seeing a face? Hello,
Miriam, we need your question, sweetheart.
Yes, Miriam, my dear. Awesome. So yeah, let's see if we see the guests come in. Would love to see a winner for this game. We don't always have a winner. There are 52 cards. If you're unfamiliar with the setup of the deck, oh, there's a joker right there. They're not included in the game. But we've got ace through 10 of the 4 suits. We've got diamonds, clubs, spades, and hearts. And we've got the 3 court cards where we have jacks, the knights. Getting my tarot and my playing cards mixed up. We've got jacks, kings, and queens. So let's take a look. We'll see. This got a couple more seconds here on the clock. Would love to see a winner for this game. And guys, I will take a quick moment to announce we have got the beautiful, the wonderful Kay, the Intuitive Empath. We'll be back with her show on Monday night at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And very exciting news, we have got a couple new faces joining us next week. So tune in 10 o'clock next week. We've got some wonderful new readers coming to the network. So give them some love and come check them out. Emma, dear, congratulations. You have won. Emma got it. It was, in fact, the King of Hearts. Now, the funny thing, when I drew that this morning, congratulations, my dear, this morning, a few minutes ago before the show started, when I drew that card, I just saw, because I've watched Kay's Alice card every day. So Alice in Wonderland is very close to my my heart. And it's also, I see it every day. And it just reminded me of that scene where the Queen of Hearts rolls in and she says, the Queen of Hearts, and everybody starts clapping and cheering. And then they go, and the King. There's one guy in the back who goes, yay. No love for the King of Hearts. All right, Emma, my dear, I'm going to lay a couple cards from you from my beautiful Nature's Whispers Oracle. Let's take a look at what the message is for you. She says, thank you. I try. LOL. Oh, this network has changed me. I always used to be a LOL person, but now I am an LOL person. Let's take a look what we have here for you, my dear. That card there. This one. All right, my dear. So 3 cards for you. The first one down I have is Fresh Approach. And I mean, these cards are absolutely beautiful. And you can see this woman. She says, funny thing is, I call my boyfriend a Mexican king. Speaking of kings. Hey, there you go. Perfect. So we have a Fresh Approach here is the very first card down. Second card I have is Be True to Your Heart. And the third card I have is You Are Worth It. So to color these in just a little bit here, a Fresh Approach is showing, this is such a vibrant card. She's got all of these animals in her wings. There's a big rainbow coming out of her dress. This card is just absolutely beautiful. So with the Fresh Approach, it's asking you to, I would say, where you can and where possible, to try and see something from a different perspective, to approach something with, I would say, where I've got this Be True to Your Heart, it's almost like the Fresh Approach needs to lean into that a little bit more. So where you have perhaps been either ignoring something that's important to you or silencing something that has been a bit more you know, it can become a whisper when we stop really listening to ourselves. So where this is saying fresh approach and be true to your heart, it's saying to, I will say, really honor a bit more of what you feel truly drives you and truly makes sense for you, to lean into more closely the things that really feel aligned with you and feel like they are deeply important. With this last card here is you are worth it. I think it ties in quite well. You know, if you found that you've either put too many people above you or given too much of yourself, that, you know, you are in fact worth it. There is there is a lot for you to find within yourself and your own self-worth, and whatever it is that you need to do, this fresh approach that you need to take, know that it is worth your time to do so.
I'm sorry. Guys, I'm going to say this to you guys. If you have donated on PayPal, I need you guys to be patient. We will call your name. Your questions have been seen. Please read the messages that we post when we ask questions to you. It is very important. We don't post them because they're cute. We post them because it's to let you guys know what's going on. Thanks.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you, Journey. Emma says, yes, I am low-key afraid to do what is right for me because of being cast to the side by my family, as if I was Cinderella growing up. So, I mean, my heart entirely goes out to you, but I like the fact that you use Cinderella as your reference here, because she went through the absolute ringer, but look where she ended up. At the end, you know, she found her prince. She was in a beautiful place. I particularly really like the live action one where she, you know, she's walking out the door and she says, I forgive you, whether or not you're ready to forgive these people in your life. But it was a really powerful moment of like, you don't control me that way anymore. And I'm releasing, you know, the hold you think you have on me. So I just like that you brought that up. Cinderella is one of my favorite fairy tales. So you know, maybe more the Disney one than the original. That one gets a bit dark, but I like it all the same. So, you know, you absolutely are worth whatever you need to invest back into yourself as you move forward with this. And it will be, you know, from that last reading, really protect yourself as best you can and try and put yourself more center stage. This one literally says, be true to your heart. This one, she's holding her heart. And then in this card, she's finally looking out. And she's got, you know, these beautiful candles around her. She says, and now she is an eternal, everlasting legend. Exactly. So, you know, 100%. That is what I've got for you there, my dear. Thank you so much, Emma, for your question. Well, and for playing the game. Congratulations for being our winner tonight. And I'm sending you so very much love because you have also brought up, like I said, one of my very most favorite fairy tales. So she says, I love being center stage, literally. Yeah, see, and now it is time for you to move out of your, you know, that phase and into your center stage phase. So I love that. And she says, thank you for your time. You're very welcome, my dear. All right, guys, we'll keep this rolling. Who have we got next on our beautiful list tonight? Folks, we have got a donation. We've got a donation for a quick read. Thank you so much, Miriam, for your donation. It helps us out. It really helps support the show as well. I will say, too, I don't know that I said this yet tonight, but $1 of every donation this month goes towards Female Strong, which is an excellent organization. Highly recommend you check out their work. So thank you so much for supporting both us and a very wonderful cause. So for our quick reading tonight, Miriam has asked, concerning my finances, can you please tell me if my insurance business is going to progress? I sewed under Therapy Art LLC. Okay, she says, I want clarity on my life insurance business. I want clarity on my life insurance business. What can I do to get clients to make my sales to take care of me and my son? Okay, thank you so much. If I can just see the first part of that question again. So my finances, how the progression of the insurance business, and then can I see that second part there, my dear? Thank you so much. Clarity on, okay, what you can do to get clients to make your sales and take care of you. Okay, let's take a look first at how we see this business progressing over the next few months here, and then what comes forward as well as guidance and advice for you to help, you know, amp that up a bit. So let's take a look for you, my dear Miriam. How do we see your insurance business progressing over the next couple of months? There we are. Okay. Let's see here. Couple more cards. All right, and now let's take a look at what I can see here for advice or guidance for you to help move this forward and make some money here. Okay. All right, so just how I am seeing it progress over the next little while, it feels like you're in what I would say very turbulent time for your business, and it looks like I really wish I could say it is easing a little quicker than it is, but it seems like for the next couple of months here, it's almost like I just see you working a lot, early mornings, late hours, and just really not getting the reward back from that. But it's not by lack of your effort and what you're putting into this. It just seems like the nature of the industry that you're in is very, very challenging. And it also seems like there's just a vast amount of competition. She says, yes, it's so turbulent. So even where it's like, it seems that things, just like it could switch on the flip of a coin type of thing, it feels like it doesn't matter how much planning or effort or things that you put in place. There's so little of it that's actually in your direct control of this. My heart really goes out to you because it really seems like you're up against, I would say, a really big game. There, like I said, the competition element seems to be quite challenging. That there's just people are set up with whoever they are already working with, and just breaking into getting more clients seems to be the biggest hurdle here. So this is where I think advice and guidance can really help shift and change things around. The first card I have down here is the World, followed by the Knight of Wands. So really what I want to say is the people, she says, so should I just do my art or Malaluka business? So I honestly really like the look of switching into another industry in order to be able to get money sooner, but I don't necessarily think you have to entirely give up on your insurance business. It just looks like what your insurance business really needs is, it feels like almost rebranding or marketing, because it seems like the people who would use your services and would be able to bring you money don't have a clue who you are, how to get a hold of you, or don't really even know you exist. It seems like you're this little almost diamond in the rough type thing where you honestly offer a good service, but nobody really knows you. She says, that is true. Yeah. So that's what that business really needs, because it just looks like they're having a hard time getting a hold of you, and you're just spinning your wheels. You're doing all the right thing on the business end and on the back end. And like I said, the service side, you're doing great work. And I think you're very professional in what you do. I can see you kicking ass on the back end of things, but where it's not landing is that you actually need those clients, those relationships with the people who can, come on. So that's coming through. The other thing I will say too with that, I've got the Tower reversed, something about either relocating. This could be, it feels almost more like with the rebranding. I don't necessarily think you have to, entirely rebrand, but there's, with that Page of Swords reversed there as well, certain things like, she says, my GOD or God license is in 8 states. Okay. So, I mean, that's already covering a good area. So you've got a large pool of people that could already be your clients. They just need a way to get a hold of you. So I don't know what your web presence is like, what your online presence is like. That I think could use a bit of revamping. And again, that marketing side of things really seems to be the biggest push that's needed here. She says, yes, I am planning on moving. Okay, that is a step in the right direction for your career endeavors, big time, my dear. So thank you so very much, Miriam, for your donation, and I hope that was helpful for you. Good luck to you. It certainly, change is good, with this Wheel of Fortune card there. Adding additional capabilities is always good. And we always say every time you add something new, there is something that has to be given up or something that has to be sacrificed. There's only so many hours in the day. There's only so much time we have. But it's sometimes good to dedicate or allocate little bits of time. Oh, what was that quote I saw? Kay is here. Kay says, Miss Cassidy, so happy to see you. So happy to see you too. A quote I saw within the last week, something to the tune of, there's nothing worse than someone who does nothing when all they could do was little, or something like that. So even if you can just do a little bit, it's worth your time. Miriam says, thank you so much. You are so very welcome, my dear. I really wish you good luck. You've got this. You're a hard worker. You just need you just need that connection. There needs to be my psychic connection. No, you just need that, that reaching the people that can really benefit from your services. Mutual benefit, by the way. So Kay says, love it. And Miriam says, yes, that is good. Excellent, guys. Thank you so much. I am just having a ball. I really missed everyone. I missed being here. I didn't realize how much I missed my cards and everyone. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Thank you all for being here tonight. What have we got next? Let's see who is next on our team. Oh, folks, we have got the lightning round. So if you are new, what is about to happen is for 3 minutes, I am going to rapid fire answer your yes or no questions. So you can go ahead and start typing them right now. And they have to be a yes or no question. I can't give you any additional information. So, you know what a yes or no question is. All I can say in answer is yes, no, or undetermined. And undetermined is an interesting one for a variety of different reasons. It just seems that typically it's not showing the energy is pushed one way or the other, or your influence is so heavy on the situation that it's basically your choice based on your actions. There's a million and one reasons why we can have a undetermined come up. So excellent, guys. And as many questions as you like. I will keep answering them for 3 minutes. So type as fast as you can. And I'm going to get started here with Emma Rose. Emma says, will Riley's student teaching job become a paid job for her? Will Riley's student teaching job become a paid job for her? Yes. Marty says, will I learn to drive in 2024? Undetermined. Emma says, will my brother ever get married? Undetermined. It's interesting. Allison says, will my vehicle last another 3 months? Yes. Allison says, will I hear from my daughter this year? Will you hear from your daughter this year? Undetermined. Emma says, is my dad afraid of my mom? Undetermined. Marty says, does Noah like me as a friend? Yes. Allison says, does my stepmother hate me? No. Miriam says, am I going to become a dual citizen in Italy or the UK? I'm going to become a dual citizen. Yes. Allison says, is my ex situationship stalking me? Ooh, undetermined. Marty says, is Seth happy with me as one of his partners? Yes. Allison says, will I hear from my son this year? Yes. Miriam says, will I get married again? Yes. Carrie says, will I get my perfect job? Will I get my perfect for me job? Yes. Ray says, will CJ be back? Oh, undetermined. Emma says, did I make a positive impact on my childhood friend, Serena? Yes. Marty says, would I do well studying animal behavior? Oh, yes. Allison says, will I ever get married again? Yes. Miss Collins K says, will I buy a house in the next year? Or will I buy a house in the next 2 years? Yes. Miriam says, is Texas a good state for me to move to? No. Oh my goodness. I forgot how hard that was. It is a blast. It is so much fun. But as I'm sure you saw, what I would consider the struggly moments of that was where it's very hard not to say more. There is always more. There is always caveats. Yeses can become no's. No's can become yeses, and undetermineds are packed with so much juicy information that yeah, fascinating. And every single time we do this, I find a new thing to add to my list for what an undetermined answer means. So if you did get an undetermined and you're like, well, that wasn't helpful, just know that there's things that you can likely do to change your situation. You can ask a question here, you can donate, and I can dive into that a bit more. But there's, there's breathing room there. There's more to say on the topic. So Kay says, great job. Thank you so much, my dear. I'm so glad that you're here. I was rewatching yours and Squirrel's show earlier today, which was awesome. Allison says, thank you so much. You are so very welcome, my dear. And thank you everyone for your beautiful questions. All right, let's keep this moving, keep it rolling. We've got lots of questions on this beautiful list. Who have we got next? Marty. Hey, Marty. Marty says, I struggle with feeling like an outcast, even though I know many people like me, to the point that it's difficult even to talk to friends sometimes. How can I fix this and find a sense of belonging? All right, my dear, let's take it. That's a great question. And okay, how can you fix this and find a sense of belonging? Okay, my heart goes out to you, my dear. Let's take a look and see what I've got for you. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So part of again, I'll just reiterate, my heart really goes out to you on this, because where you've already even said, a lot of people like me, and you do form, genuine connections with people. It just seems too where one thing I want to address is, like, you seem to have either interests, hobbies, things that you're interested in that almost have different groups naturally associated with them. So if you're interested in this particular thing and this particular thing, you're interested in things A, B, and C. And people who are interested in A are likely not interested in B and C, or so forth. It can feel a little bit like friends or certain relationships are bound by the thing that you have in common. And it can feel like that there's not a truer sense of belonging, because it's like there's no one who fully understands me or fully gets me. Marty says, yeah, I'm all over the place with my interests, and it makes it hard to feel like I fit in 100% ever, even though that's not how people work. And I think that, even you saying that is a really good realization, and to, keep that thought in your mind, because I've got the card of inner voice here, as well as clinging to the past in reverse, where he says, exactly, yeah. So there's almost like, I want maturity here as well, where I think an understanding, something that can help you with a sense of belonging is, I would say, to lean a bit more into the understanding that there's a real beauty in having certain different people for different things. So I'm going to just speak on this a little bit generally here, because I think that Marty's not the only person who experiences something like this. I have experienced something like this, and it might be a good thing to just quickly chat about, where it can feel very disorienting, like you almost have to put on a show, or even if it doesn't feel like it's a show, but showing different facets of yourself to different people. Like if you ever watch Seinfeld, where George has his, relationship George and work George, and they end up meeting each other, and he says worlds are colliding. It can feel a bit fragmenting of yourself, like, am I being authentic to myself? Do I know who I am? I show up this one way at work, and this one way in my relationships, this one way with my friends, and it can feel isolating in a sense, because no one ever really knows all of you. They know a certain part of you. I hope this is making sense, and I'm not just rambling off into the stratosphere here, but for anyone who's experienced that, it's really beautiful to just, I would say, nurture those connections and what they can give to you individually as well. And there really will be, Marty says, lol, yes, definitely true to my case. Oh, and thank you for the reading. You are so very welcome. It's almost, I would say, anytime we have a thought attachment that we have that says, someone needs to, or I would feel best if someone knew or loved all of me, or understood, or we don't all overlap that way. We're all kind of like these beautiful Venn diagrams, and we overlap in certain parts, but maybe, you know, your partner is never going to be involved in your work life, and maybe that's okay. I just, so many quotes and references to movies and shows tonight, but on Friends as well, when Rachel and Ross were going through one of their little fights, and she was basically saying, you know, this is my work and it's mine and you're not a part of it, and that's okay. So I don't know. It can be difficult, but I hope that you can find maybe some comfort or understanding in what I said if you've ever felt that way. So, Emma Rose, my dear, congratulations. Oh my gosh, Emma is sweeping the show tonight. Emma has won the emoji contest as well. Emma says, yay, I'm so excited. I'm excited for you too, my dear. So thank you very much for all of the beautiful energy and all of the emojis you've sent tonight. And congratulations once again. I have got my beautiful Sacred Travelers Oracle deck here, and we're going to see what the message is for you from this beautiful deck here tonight for our lovely emoji contest winner. Yay! All right, let's see what we've got. Card here. There we are. And all right, so, okay, the first card I have down is Wise Leader, and it says, you are a beacon for others. Then I have Great Adventure. It says, take a risk and venture forward. And the last card is In the Flow. Everything is smooth sailing. So I think that's kind of cool how those cards kind of progress quite naturally as a story. Where with this first card, we have Wise Leader. It says you are a beacon for others. So the strength that you have within yourself, you may not be aware of the impact that you've had on, you might be, but maybe you're not, on, you know, the impact that you have on people who are really inspired by either your story, what you've been through, or how you are moving yourself forward. And that can be, you know, quite motivating in itself, but also can give you your own sense of, you know, I am a leader in my own life for myself. And it says that is a huge relief to get the smooth sailing card. Exactly. So, and like I said, it comes as a progression. So the smooth sailing card, it is at the end of our string, and it is where I see things heading. But I want to just not brush over the fact that I have these two very exercising your will cards before we get to that smooth sailing. So, I mean, you can even see this woman. She looks like an absolute warrior boss lady, who then we've got this Great Adventure, take a risk and venture forward. And that is sort of the cost or the price to be paid before we hit this In the Flow smooth sailing card at the other end of the line. So it's going to first require your own strong sense of self, exercising your willpower. And where is this taking a risk, venture forward? I always get interested with this card. There is a person on the front, and there are people that are on the boat as well, but they're facing backwards while this person is facing forwards. And that take a risk card, it is sort of saying, you know, after this leadership card, feels more like gathering that strength within yourself in order to take that risk, what you have to do to move on, to move away. You know, we've talked about that already here tonight, move away from a certain situation. And it is a risk to finally cut those cords, to remove yourself from something. And there are, like I said, there's these few people here that come along for the ride. So it doesn't have to be an entire, you know, severing of everything that was. You know, it's hanging on to some of the good things too, especially the ones that are going to help you row that boat forward. So those are those first two cards. Like I said, it's that exercising of your own strength, your will, your ability to get shit done for yourself. And then, like you said, that relief at the end of the line, that In the Flow, everything is smooth sailing. And I love that it comes after, you know, that Great Adventure card, that risk really does pay off for you, that you've sailed away from what you've needed to get away from. And equally, you know, I always say, Emma says, only the VIP can come along on the party train with me. Absolutely. You know, when we're moving from point A to point B, and we are leaving A behind, moving towards B, keeping as much focus on where we want to go, what we are moving towards, as what we're moving away from. Because if all you're focused on is what you're moving away from, you're really walking backwards, and that's, you know, perhaps not the best way to navigate. So throwing my little cheesy line in there with that, that flow comes this, it literally, you know, looks like the boat has just transformed. I love this lady here. She's in this big puffy outfit with this lovely mittens on and just looks so cozy. And it's the reward that comes from, you know, having taken that risk and doing what it is that you need to do for yourself. So that is what I have for you there, my dear, from the Sacred Travelers Oracle. And thank you so much again for all of your beautiful emojis here tonight. That was so fun to see all of them flying up on my screen. So congratulations on being our winner. And thank you so much for all of your wonderful support. Okay, guys, we are cruising right along. I'm having a blast. Let's grab another deck here, and I'll see who we've got next. Please. Squirrel. My darling squirrel. Squirrel says, Paul started his new job Monday. Yes, he did. Congratulations, Paul. How do you see this career shaping for him within the next 3 months in terms of liking the job? All right, let's take a look here for Paul. Everybody wish Paul a huge congratulations. This is so exciting. Hooray for new jobs. So, how do we see Paul liking the job over the next 3 months? Exciting. New job. There we go. 3 months. Okay. Okay. I will say I've got mixed reviews, but I will say what appears to be a net good thing for him. I will absolutely. Oh, yes. I don't necessarily feel that the enjoyment of the job it does seem to fluctuate. The overarching message that I have, Squirrel says, he says, thank you. I have the exhaustion card in reverse. So to throw that out there, and some people really like that when they work their buns off and they have no downtime. The fact that it's in reverse, I coming across here as just a nugget of warning that it will, what may be required from you from this job could really take a toll. So just, protect yourself, keep yourself together as best you can. It feels like though, initially the onboarding, they seem to be really quite welcoming. Squirrel says, oh, OMG, yes. This week he's been exhausted and he goes to school full time. Yeah, for sure. And I've got this card here. Don't mind the words that says schizophrenia, but it has this person who is literally got their tippy fingers on one side and their tippy toes on the other side, and they're holding themselves between the two, this one red and one green block, where it's like two things that are incredibly important. You've got the two birds flying overhead that, can't be managed at the same time, but it's, as well, I would say we have a very high functioning individual who wants to and does excel at everything he does. So when you excel at two things at the same time, yes, we have the exhaustion warning coming in there as well. I do think you will like the work. I've got this card here of isolation, where I'll say it can almost feel a bit lonely in some sense with how much he has going. Then a card of harmony as well. That looks like it's like all things are, it's a little bit of a bumpy ride, I will say, but it does seem to genuinely pay off. Finding the right balance. Squirrel says, thank you. You're so very welcome. So, and that already came up here earlier tonight where I said, anytime that you add something on, something has got to give. Well, I am that person as well who has not yet learned that lesson. And, you just add more things and you don't want anything to give. So at some point it will catch up with you folks. So, yes, I just, may we all be successful in our endeavors to add new things to our lives and grow and progress, as well as get enough sleep at night where possible. All right, guys, I'm just having an absolute blast here. I will say as well, in case you missed my announcement earlier, Monday at 10 o'clock Eastern time, we have the beautiful Kay, the intuitive empath. She will be on with her live show at, did I say that already? 10 o'clock Eastern time on Monday, as well as we have got some new faces next week. So definitely check out who our new readers are. Come and give them some support and some love. It's always exciting when we grow the network and we get some new faces around. So wonderful. All right, let's see who we've got next on this lovely list of questions tonight. We have Carrie's Calming Corner. Oh, and your beautiful picture. That's so nice. Carrie's Calming Corner asks, will I get the perfect for me job in the next month? Ooh, all right, let's take a look at that. That came up. I remember that in the yes or no, because that was an interesting card. And I did say yes. Let's see what we have to say here. Let's grab some cards. Over the next month. Yeah, okay. This is funny because it's almost exactly what I got from the yes no round, where My caveat to that yes was it didn't seem like it was coming super quickly, and it also didn't seem like it was the next role or the next job that you end up taking. So without necessarily knowing the nature of your work, I've got the traveling card in reverse that has come down first. So it almost feels like you're asking quite specifically about this perfect for me job, that there will be, or there almost needs to be, a misstep, or getting into a role that is good in other ways, but you've asked very specifically about the perfect for me job. And where you've asked this over the next month, I will say I'm not seeing it coming in over the next month. In fact, the last card I have here is it's called Nothingness, or it's a big black square. And I've got the card of sorrow in reverse. So it does feel like there's a sense of disappointment with, you know, the rate at which this is coming forward, at how quickly you're able to find this job. But it's really not something, it's not something that I would say rushing will benefit from. It's like the door seems to be closed on that job right now. It's not like you're missing out on it by not getting it within the next month. And in fact, I have this card here of friendliness as well. These two beautiful trees that have grown up and grown together. So it feels like there is already roots laid to getting that correct job, and the connection with either the person you need to hire you, or who could. Yes, seems like some things are in place there, my dear. So I hope that was helpful for you, and thank you very much for your question. Good luck, keep going. Just because something doesn't happen tomorrow or then the next week or the next month doesn't mean it's not coming down the pipeline for us a little bit later. So guys, we've reached the last question of the night. I cannot believe we are already here. But let's see who I've got for my final question tonight. We have Indira. Indira asks, is my marriage over? Okay, I'm sorry, my dear. Let's take a look at what is going on for you. If I can see, is your marriage over? And if there's, anything surrounding that topic for you. Is my marriage over? Well, I will say this. It really doesn't feel like things have been easy for quite some time. And it feels like it's been not just necessarily in stagnation, but like an active decay almost in the state of your marriage. And the first card down I have here is courage, and it's come up in reverse. And what we can see here is this lovely flower. It's a beautiful, the name is escaping me at the moment, but it's trying to grow out of stone, and it has managed to do so. But when it's come up in reverse, it's like, how long can you try and grow a flower in a sidewalk or in concrete, right? Like, it just seems that there's quite a bit that is not, the ground is not super fertile to keep this relationship, or at least it has not been. When you've asked, is it over? I've got this card of totality here, and it's come up in reverse, and it's got these people that are swinging on a trapeze, and they're just missing each other by their hands. And I've got the card of the dream here as well that's come up upright. So it feels like, on one hand, there's almost a desire to reconnect and to have a better relationship within your marriage, but on the other hand, it just feels like the two of you have really missed each other in many senses. Is it over? To be honest, it does seem like it's heading that way, just because of your compatibility right now with. So that's what I'm seeing for you there, my dear, and I hope that was helpful for you, and I'm sending you lots of love. But that is the end of my show tonight, guys. I can't believe it. I am back. It is so nice to be back. I had a really wonderful trip, and it is equally nice to be home with everyone, with my cards and my desk, and my cats that have made an appearance here tonight. They're just, they haven't left me alone since I've got home. So do make sure that you are subscribed to our channel. Please like this video and share us out with your friends. We are growing our community rapidly, and we love meeting new people and offering readings to all of the beautiful souls that come across our channel. As well, if you're interested in getting a reading either with myself or any of the other readers on our network, plus additional readers, head on over to www.mypsychicconnection.com, where you can get 3 free minutes when you sign up with the reader of your choice. So Don't forget to check out Kay's show, 10 o'clock Eastern on Monday, and I will be back here Thursday, same time. So what is this? 10 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Pacific, and we will see you then. Bye, guys.